Get ready because you are in for a treat ×2. With more than 100 million records sold worldwide, Def Leppard continues to be one of the most important forces in rock music. Put that British band with Journey, one of the most important American bands of all time, and you have made this 80s baby host one of the happiest women on earth. Joining me now is Joe Elliott of Def Leppard and Neil Schoen of Journey with an epic announcement. Joe and Neil, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
Nice to be here.
So if you can't tell, I'm just a little bit pumped speaking with you, and I know that your fans are as well. Tell us what you have cooking.
Well, we are going out on the road together for the first time since 2006. So it's been 12 years since we toured together, and we decided it was a good idea to go and do it again this summer. So 58 cities around the US and Canada. We start in mid-May and we finish towards the end of October, I think it is.
So
and it's going to be wicked.
I bet. How did this come about? It's been 12 years. What made you want to do it again?
Well, in fairness, we had such a great time the last time we did this that there may be a point that we would be frightened to revisit it too soon because you don't want to spoil a memory of the first time round. And we both went, excuse the pun, separate ways and carried on touring for a little while. But the fact is that the band's popularity, both bands' popularity, is not just maintained, it's actually been going up and up and up and up. And when it was suggested to us that we should go out again, and this time it's going to be even bigger and better, more shows, we're going into stadiums, it just sounded like an opportunity just too good to be true, really.
How is it feeling where you've got your friends or your fans from back in the day and now a whole nother generation that's coming out super excited about this tour? What's that feeling for you to know that your music just continues to reach all these different generations?
You know, I think I think we're both blessed to have had the career that we've had in the past, even if it was over, but it's not over, obviously, and we're attaining new fans every day and every tour that we do. I look out and I'm seeing it used to be 1, 2 generations. Now, then a few years later, it was 3 generations. Mm-hmm. Now I'm looking out and I'm seeing 4 generations of fans out there. And so it's really amazing. And I think that we're, both bands are filling a huge void in rock and roll, you know, that hasn't been there for a while. And we've been both managed to, you know, our stuff is kind of etched in stone. It's not going anywhere. It's not going away. Where a lot of other bands that came out in our era are not as fortunate. And so I think it makes total sense for us to team up right now and just have one big blast out.
Yeah, man.
And you said that you were going to 58 cities, is that correct?
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
So far,
I mean,
so there could
days,
be more
you know,
even.
The tickets are going.
There could be more.
I believe the tickets go on sale starting about the 3rd of Feb. And depending on you know, on the demand, we're open. We're very open.
And I know that you guys haven't really stopped touring, really, but to do it on this scale and to team up this way has just got to be an amazing experience. What do fans have to look forward to from this tour? What's going to be different?
You know, I think that it's going to be on a bigger scale, like we were just talking about. There are bigger places. The production is going to be bigger. The sound is going to be more amazing. I think that, you know, both bands are going to bring their A game. None of us have stopped working for, you know, I mean, we've been going at it since the beginning. And so it's not like anybody's rusty. And we're ready for it, you know. I mean, this is something that I've been working for quite some time with Journey, is just to get back into stadiums and back in bigger places, because we actually wrote the music for that, and I know Joe feels the same.
Absolutely. It's our home from home, really. You know, and the fact that it's that old classic example of bad mathematics where 1 and 1 makes 3, putting these 2 bands together. It's just it's everybody wins, you know.
Well, Def Leppard and Journey, definitely legends. Joe and Neil, thank you so much for your time. May 25th at Hershey, Pennsylvania. I am so there. Thank you, and we will be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break.